This is a new Porsche Cayman GT4 RS. It's the most powerful Cayman ever, and the first time Porsche has ever made an RS car that isn't a 911. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it, including why it could be the best sports car ever made. I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching CarWow.
Buying a new car? Then head to CarWow, and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. CarWow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
The new Porsche Cayman GT4 RS looks mean. It's much more aggressive than a regular Cayman, mainly thanks to all its wings, splitters and vents. I'll explain more about those later. But there's also an optional Y-Sack pack if you want to look even sportier. This gets you carbon fibre intakes and mirror caps. And the rear wing and luggage compartment cover are also made of the stuff. The Y-Sack pack, or should that be Y-Sack pack, also adds different 20-inch alloy wheels made from magnesium instead of aluminium, and you get a titanium exhaust inspired by the one on the ultra-expensive Porsche 935. The new Porsche Cayman GT4 RS comes with the same 4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6 as the one in the 911 GT3. That means it's motorsport derived. I reckon it's one of the best engines in the world right now, mainly because it has an insane 9,000 RPM redline, and it sounds awesome. Just have a listen to this. The 4-litre flat 6 engine in the GT4 RS may make 10 horsepower less than it does in the GT3, however it's still 80 horsepower up on the engine you get in the regular GT4. It also has 450 Nm of torque, which is 20 more than the GT4, but 20 less than in the 911 GT3. After all, Porsche can't let a Cayman upstage the 911 GT3, can it? Now, if you want to see more about the 911 GT3, click on the pop-out banner in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link in the description below to watch my video. Porsche always likes to put its RS models on a diet, and the same goes for this Cayman. It weighs 1,425 kilos with a full tank of fuel and no driver. That's 35 kilograms less than a Cayman GT4. Now, most of this weight saving has actually come from the RS's carbon fibre bonnet and front wings, but Porsche has also given it a lighter rear windscreen, less sound insulation and thinner carpets to help save a few grams. Now, sorry manual gear change fans, the new Cayman GT4 RS is only going to be available with an automatic gearbox. Thankfully, it's Porsche's dual clutch PDK automatic gearbox, which actually PDK in German means Push Doppeldeklunk, which whatever you say, anyway, it means clutch. So I basically said Porsche's dual clutch. Anyway, that's the gearbox you get in this car. So stop complaining because it's blooming brilliant. Also, the GT4 RS gets a set of 2 special low ratio gears to help boost acceleration. Now, one of the problems with the normal GT4, especially the manual, is that the gearing is just too long. So this shouldn't be a problem with this new GT4 RS. As a result, the car does 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.4 seconds, which is half a second quicker than the normal Cayman GT4 with a PDK. Despite this, the RS has a higher top speed than the standard GT4. It's 196 miles an hour instead of 188 miles an hour. Both top speeds that you're never going to experience unless you're on the Autobahn or a very fast motor racing circuit. Porsche has completely revamped the Cayman GT4's aerodynamics for this new RS model. It has extra vents in the front wheel arches and an adjustable splitter on the front bumper. It also has totally new panels underneath the floor to smooth airflow towards the rear diffuser. Oh, and there's also that massive rear wing with swan neck supports, just like on the 911 GT3. And we all know that swan neck supports actually give you less drag than standard spoiler supports, don't we, people? Well, you do now. Anyway, all this means that the new RS generates 25% more downforce than the regular GT4, which is actually quite a lot, really. Porsche has given the Cayman GT4 RS its own unique window designs. So what? Look, why is that important? Well, the new side windows have built-in air intakes. These let the engine suck air from right behind your ear, so you can enjoy even more naturally aspirated induction noise goodness. This also means that the air intakes by the doors only have to deal with cooling the engine, which is handy if you plan to take your GT4 RS on a lot of track days. Porsche has rejigged the Cayman GT4 chassis to make it stiffer and even more track focused. It has new springs, different anti-roll bars and ball joints in the suspension to give you instant feedback through the steering. All this means it's quicker around a track than the regular GT4. Porsche timed it around the Nürburgring, the old 991. That is the question. Ow. Anyway, Porsche timed it around that place, and the RS was more than 23 seconds quicker than the standard GT4, which is staggering. The first thing you'll notice about the Cayman GT4 RS's cabin is that massive roll cage. But it also gets lightweight sport seats and Porsche's signature fabric loops instead of normal door handles, because motorsport. It's not completely stripped out like a racing car though. You still get some suede effect trim and infotainment system and a stopwatch on the dashboard. If you find this normal version of the GT4 RS a little bit too tame for you, don't worry. Porsche has also made a hardcore club sport version. It's a track-only racer that will compete in the new Cayman GT4 Racing Series in 2022. It gets exactly the same 4-litre flat six as the normal RS, but it has 15 Nm more torque. It makes the same 500 horsepower though, which is 75 horsepower more than you get in the old GT4 Club Sport. The new Cayman GT4 RS is on sale now, but it costs almost £120,000. Now that's more than double the price of an entry-level Cayman and £40,000 more than a Cayman GT4. Compared with that car, each horsepower in the RS costs you £500. But like all special Porsches, you probably won't lose money on a Cayman GT4 RS. In fact, you'll probably make some profit on it if you decide to sell it on. Maybe to me, because I can't get my name down for an allocation. Anyway, if you are thinking about buying one and you want to sell it to me, please let me know in the comments below. Anyhow, if you order one now, you could get it as early as December, which means that I could get it probably in January. Now, if you want to check out the latest deals on my favourite sports cars, which are more available and more affordable than a Porsche Cayman GT4 RS, I've actually put a link in the pop-up bar in the top right-hand corner of the screen and underneath the video, where I found a car on carwow, which is really good fun to drive and also has a great offer and saving on right now. So go check that out. If there is one problem with the Porsche Cayman GT4 RS, is that even though it is an RS model, it's still a Cayman and not a 911. And you can have a 911 GT3 from £132,000, so only £12,000 more than the GT4 RS. Now, supposing you could get allocation for both, which way are you going to swing? Would you have the Cayman GT4 RS or a 911 GT3? Let us know by voting in the pinned comment below. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you didn't, dislike it. All engagement is good for the algorithm, as is commenting. So let me know of other videos you'd like us to do in the comments box below. If you click on the big windows, you can watch some more videos. And if you click on the little box that says sell my car, you can sell your car through carwow to get a great price for it from our trusted dealers.